Hey, buddy. What's up? I'm gonna sleep on the couch with Mom. I don't think Mom's down for that. I'm gonna sleep on the couch with Mom.
Dad, what are you playing? Dad.
I'm playing Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds. You'd like this game, dude, if you were reading everything. It'd be great.
I run headlong into two new walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated. I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me.
I see.
What about you? What's your story?
What is my story? That's a good question.
And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now? That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
I had family on hope.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences. Bakono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist School of Thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Okay. Where am I?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worst idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakono journal.
Philosophist? I know what a philosophist is.
I guess I gotta go back here to use the restroom.
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous Philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakono. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Well, alrighty then. We also told. Be right there, Jax.
I'm getting it, dude. Hold on. Hold on, dude. Hold on. It's okay.
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Okay.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Hold on. What? What are you doing?
Thank you, Captain.
I have 2 party members now. Good.
Work fortifies the spirit.
If our town collapses, then it was meant to be. Aren't you been taking down Serrano?
Small grave matter. This one.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universe.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
What are you yawning? Jackson, what are you doing?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his
What are you doing? Get out of my stuff! Put it back now! No, don't even fucking hide it behind your back. I saw you. Put it back. Put it back now, Lynn.
Silas knows, doesn't he?
Hands,
That's
let
why
me
he
see.
sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He
It's
knows.
a butt spanking about to happen. That's what it is. When Mom says put it back, you need to put it back. Hit it.
Dying. Not long for this world. The day of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great canopy in the
Stop
sky.
that, Jackson. All that sound is picking up in the microphone.
Still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Miss Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I can. I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy. Like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough. You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
Oh.
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly. So you'll do it then? You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Careful, dude. You're gonna break that sword.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I am sorry to hear that, Mr. Abernathy. My confessional is always open. Except for right now.
I know. Should have availed myself of your services days ago.
Except for right.
Thanks anyway, Vicar.
I'll leave you to it, man. I'm gonna get out of here.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Who the fuck said that? You?
What are you implying? I am...
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Dad.
Craig,
Yes.
your son's calling you.
I know. What's up, buddy? Yeah.
He's watching you be a ninja.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
All right. What's that? Does that mean my gun's about to break? Yeah, that's exactly what it means. No. No, God, no. Just swap it out. For fuck's sakes. This gun's better anyway. That's the problem. This is only one fucking gun. What are these? Automag pistols? What? Got some weapons here. Let's check out our weapons here. See what we're looking at. What's this? A sawed shotgun. Okay, this is a shotgun. I don't have automatic pistol. Oops. Automatic pistol. I'll equip that. Assault rifle. Yeah, that's the first skill I'm buying.
God damn it, Craig!
What? What?
What did you do, Lynn?
What happened?
I'd like to know too. Came in here and running out here after flushing the toilet.
I wonder if this is my background music on Twitch right now. Like, I wonder if my phone's picking up the volume of your music in the background.
Turn it up louder. Your dick loves Fred. What are you doing? We're playing with the toilet paper. Don't touch it till you're done. You cannot leave her in there by herself, or we will not have any toilet paper the rest of the month.
Come here.
She's just over dramatic.
Oh, your camera's not on.
No, it's not. Come here. Okay, go get in bed. Go get in bed. That cup's empty. You go in bed. You don't need a drink. You'll pee the bed. Go get in bed. Hey, what are you doing? Okay. Oh, that was cool.
Someone hiding.
Here we go!
Don't mess with us!
Power helmet.
Broken vending machine.
Balls out in this shit. I'm not.
Hey, Sir Dick loves Fred.
Dick loves Fred, huh?
Your dick does.
What, ho? So what if my dick loves Fred? I love Fred. Fred's cool. You don't like Fred?
Fred's gonna beat you. Stop it.
It's not a Fred.
Fred's not too happy with you.
Dude, she's spitting that juice out in there. She's gonna ask me.
Are you ready to do this?
What? I told you to eat it, Craig.
I know, but I want you to get some.
That's fine, just eat it.
I just know I don't need to eat the whole thing. I can get enough.
You yell for me, son?
Hey, Jackson.
Okay. Well,
Jackson needs his knife. What's the name of the picture here too? Floor?
What?
Wasn't down. There's a piece of the floor right here.
I'm aware. I haven't hammered everything down yet.
No. Now wants to look at it, that's fine. Take it over while you're not here, and I'll take care of it. Tell when the sun don't shine too.
I'll also tell him that it'd be legal for me to kill him in my own house. It
He's
is.
gonna go back and wind grandma. And I'm gonna get here.
Whatever. I'll deny it all.
mixed emotions. Did I finally find the river that could lead me out to the ocean? Cause I've only ever known the kind of love that leaves you battered and broken. So forgive me for my mixed emotions. Yeah, yeah. I'm not that kind of person who can fall in and out of love with you. That's not what love's supposed to do. I'm not that kind of person who can fall in and out of love with you.
The TV.
Baby, don't go breaking my heart, breaking my heart. Baby, don't go breaking my heart, breaking my heart. This is the only one I got. This is the only one I got. Am I being too open? Cause I told you everything I have to say and now I'm having a moment. Does it make you wanna pick up all your things and drive away like a stone? Just forgive me if I'm being too open. No. I'm not that kind of person who can fall in and out of love with you. That's not what love's supposed to do. I'm not that kind of person who can fall in and out of love with you. That's not what love's supposed to do. Baby, don't go breaking my heart, breaking my heart. Baby, don't go breaking my heart, breaking my heart. This is the only one I got. This is the only one I got. Baby, don't go breaking my heart, breaking my heart. Baby, don't go breaking my heart, breaking my heart. This is the only one I got. This is the only one I got. I've been broken, I've been bruised, but now I'm holding close to you. So if you come around, you feel love me right. But if you could be someone or somebody just for fun, do it to a one that isn't mine. Baby, don't go breaking my heart, breaking my heart. Baby, don't go breaking my heart, breaking my heart. This is the only one I got. This is the only one I got.
Everyone all right?
I see you, by the way.
New love, new love.
Maybe it was a Jackson Juke Bowl?
What is your problem?
Okay, go in bed. Good night.
What do you want?
She's still thirsty.
Take a drink and then get in bed. No, it doesn't go back there. You take drink, you put on table, and you go to bed.
That's where I need to get to. The other side of that. Vending machines over here.
What's a girl like you doing in a place like this? What are you like? What are the odds? What's a guy like me doing in a place like this? What are the chances? We're up dancing, two in a million, once in a life. That I could have found you, my arms around you. Two in a million, once in a life. What are the chances? Your name. All of the nights that I couldn't sleep. What's a girl like you doing in a place like this? In a crowded room. What are the odds? What's a guy like you doing in a place like this? What are the chances? Winning the dances. A million, once in a life. That I could have found you, put my arms around you. Once in a life. What are the chances?
Thank you.
Hey, Ben, watch Barbie. Watch Barbie. Last drink, and then Barbie. boxes 1 through 22, you got it. Going down my list, it's obvious you're what I wanted. Check please. For me. You check all my boxes. Oh.
I can barely hear you over here.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Where?
What?
Where?
Where did you put your new meds?
On the table?
What?
In a bag on the table? Is that not where they are? Okay.
I saw white big food containers,
Not bag of pills. Got it. Okay. All done with that part of the quest.
Would it be easier if I put Jackson's in here too?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you put him in the nighttime dose.
You wanna help me out here then?
Yeah, let me pause.
What do you do? You use meds?
There's a lot of pills in here, Craig.
Yep. Sure are. Same thing.
You only have 2 refills on that shit.
150 milligrams. We'll see if it works.
I'm just trying to keep everything straight so when they start changing it on me.
Take 1 capsule enough twice a day. So we're just gonna take 2 of them in the morning.
Okay. I mean, I can do twice, but you never end up taking the
I
nighttime
don't
meds,
agree with
which throws us all off.
Yeah, I forget the nighttime meds all the time, so just go through the
You
morning.
know, Jackson can take these too, that you have.
Well, what? Well,
These
results?
ones you can open up and put on
Applesauce.
applesauce, because that's how I used to take mine.
Yeah. But he's got old balance.
Right. Well, you need to watch out because, like,
Those things work.
the fucking boxes were sopping wet.
Sopping wet.
Yes.
Oh man.
So I'm hoping that
Those packages are waterproof.
the packages are waterproof. We'll find out when I get it because it was $15 for that pack.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be 42 tablets.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sitting down now.
Where do you want his? Do you want him in the nighttime row or do you want him on the very bottom?
Put him in the nighttime row because the very bottom's you. Do I save the crazy old man? I'm gonna sell to the dealer.
Cannery's dead. This is gonna throw a wrench into my actuarial tables.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Mm-hmm.
So many fucking light holes in here.
Just as I was on the mend, the cannery had to go and shut down. Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. I don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something? You're right, it is. Can't blame a mercenary for trying to make a profit.
Yeah, I need money right now.
I've got some time. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Right.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
You gave his meds, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank the law. I've been repositioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
I need you to move, dude. You're bugged. Oh yeah, I need to use this. Type of mod you wish to install. Scope, armor plating, etc. Finally pick them. Mods can't remove once they're used, so put them on your favorite gear. same. No sense in it. No, talk to someone.
Well done.
Got it? Inside voices.
You sure?
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
Right. Okay.
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Made of iron and lies.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant.
This guy's crazy as fuck.
Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Right. Finish the resistance with mechanical. Yeah, yeah.
Mechanical repellent. A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Yeah, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Some tuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid. The enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
That's right.
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. The scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Okay. Step outside. Oh, they're
Town's
fixed.
been dark a while now.
Very well.
Go on. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
This guy's fucked up.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Alright, dude, you're insane, but that's okay. That makes some of the best money from insane people. Beautiful. Nice. What does that say next? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's no Sunday.
Sunday, the S fell off.
Yeah,
I
what's
can't-
what's the rest of it? Ooh-oh. Oh, never mind. Got it. I understood that part. I see the Jackson and the Lacey part, but I was wondering what the second row was. And I just remember it's M-O for Monday, T for Tuesday, W-E for Wednesday. I was just going M-T-W-T-F-S.
I can take that row out.
You don't have to. It's okay.
I just didn't have the S for up here.
It's okay.
On the ground there.
It's okay. I admit this game's pretty fun though. I don't like it.
Did you hear Craig in the row say?
Yes.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah.
You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Oh, thank you.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Thank you.
Abernathy was sick with the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah?
You're supposed to do this.
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see? Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
I'm not a station. I could, but no. What quest is this one supposed to go to? I think there's a stranger in a strange land. I could do that, but I don't want to yet. Do this one. No, no, no. Run, 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 run. Nope, not going there. I'll go around going. Map. Let's look at the map. Okay, so I'll keep going. Go off over here. If it doesn't attack me, I'm not gonna kill it.
But I can mix them up some.
Here we go.
Oh shit. Damn it. Fucked up. I didn't mean to hit him. I wanted to repair him. Okay. So this gun is looking badass because it shoots plasma right now. All about that. Plasma sniper.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to. That's not bad work, mister. You done this before?
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics. Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message. Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
This guy's gonna hate me for what I did. You did what? You prepared it? Yes, I did. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go, ready?
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
No, I did that.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one. And the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You didn't have to do that, love. You know that, right? Well, thank you.
Granted, this is technically your role, but you do have minutes here too.
I do?
Your own after role.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I like it. Looks cool. Take a picture of it, put it on Facebook, be like, here we go. No, we'll never forget our meds again. Yay!
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
This guy is nuts.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Oh my goodness. Don't want the bartender in there. Poking around.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Sorry, can't do. Coming back. I'm going. Sure.
Sure. I'm going.
Someone's falling down the job.
What's that, love? I am? Spacer's Choice. Huh. Alright, let's go find Ludwig.
Town's been dark a while now. Good. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law.
Hand of the Law.
You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Okay.
Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of zero-G to your memory.
Oh, thank you. Featuring real monsters from the doomed world. Kind of scary. Okay, so there is some regular people here that I speak with. But I bet it's nighttime and that's why it's fucking closed.
Power's out in the whole town. Right down.
What can I do for you? Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here.
I bet you do.
I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
Sorry, Martin.
You what? But why? I was dependent on you. Does it feel good? Robbing an old man of his last shred of hope?
Yep.
Betray a man in his final hours? Of course. I understand. Hell, I'd probably do the same to you, given the chance.
Thanks.
So, you just here to watch me die, or what?
No. I wanted to heal you, if I could. If I could do it. What should I do?
You and I have got nothing more to say to each other.
You sure about that? Well, all I could say, Reed. All I can offer.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Okay.
I paid his burial fees, didn't I? Let the dead sleep. I don't understand. I found Eugene's body. I know the guy shot himself. Wait, are you telling me he was murdered? He was plagued? Oh, Law, that's awful. I helped carry his body out. I could have been infected. This is all a little too much for me to take in. But I guess if Eugene wasn't a suicide, our town won't have to pay a penalty. Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns. And got my hands full at the moment.
Indeed you do. This place is gonna open now. Let's hit the daytime again. What's the constable? Where's the constable? There's the store.
Yeah, huh? In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker? Sorry. I know it's none of my business. It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking. Well, I'm one of them that can't. So I don't make a habit of drinking.
Okay.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. Plague got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice.
Plague got you feeling woozy, get yourself boozy.
Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business.
Fuck.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself. What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live.
Supposed to ask questions.
Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like when are you going to pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G? Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that I am grateful. They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong. What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out.
Byzantium, huh?
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story?
Well,
That right? Prove it.
okay.
I know that serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. What was it called? The Last Spacer?
No.
You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Coming right up.
Self-repair. Okay. And we're good to go. That is how you get a repair, by the way. Okay, we're gonna go that way. What quest is that one? Still on Dead Robot.
I used to skip rocks in the river. She's jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks around the river. You can see the whole world from here.
That's Death down there.
could have done that earlier.
Yeah.
Request has been denied by your doctor. Contact the office for
That would be the diazepam. The only thing I think, Dr. Ren's like, oh, you don't need this anymore. Dr. Ren, you're right, I don't need the diazepam anymore. I'm using it to quit smoking now. So what do you mean? Like, I was so angry and having problems until I started taking 5 milligrams of diazepam in the morning before I start my day. Kind of mellows me out. What do you think? You think if I did that, you think it would work?
Sometimes I question my decision to be out here. But then I remember, free will is just an illusion.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice. Hostile actions towards Spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
Cool.
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation. Mechanicide protocols currently active. Please do not interrupt. Mechanicide protocols currently active. Please do not interrupt.
Lead the way. Very slow.
I don't mean to be rude, Mr. Vicker, but I already got it.
Are you saying my advice is unwanted?
I'm saying it's not very good.
Very good. There's no kill everything here. Stuff in this room. A lot of stuff in this room. Where's my robot friend? You walk on past me? Sure is. Way down there. should be different. Are you? Huh?
And I'll leave the rest.
So what's the plan?
Not the best choice. It's Space's choice. No person. There's so much of it last time. So we come back through.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Shock stick and bit cartridge to the phone. Okay, there you go. Here's all those quests done. This is my plasma hunting rifle. Tinker with it.
Powering off.
What's up? Let's see here. Fast travel. So I can do that. I don't have to run there every time. Fucking forgot about that.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Right there. Hello.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Yeah.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
Okay. And this one. Fury. They're a little upset with me over their town losing its power.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Did you look at your Thomas?
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Actually,
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Don't keep me in suspense. Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
right?
Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
need more bits, damn it. Well, I haven't watched it, that's a good sign.
Artist, Captain.
There's my spaceship. That's a big ship.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
Yeah, that's
because you're just gonna let him sit there for a fucking week and a half.
Oh. I wasn't planning on a week and a half.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you. Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram. A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy cereal? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath. Science, that's how. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal. Make yourself at home, Captain.
As always, I am at your disposal. What's occupying your thoughts?
And Dro said you couldn't dismiss them. I just found a way to dismiss them if I wanted to.
Crew members who microwave saw tuna are subject to be jettisoned from the airlock. I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern. Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. Not on the regular. Once in a great long while, a Saltuna boat would break down on the pad. He'd always bring me along for those. Mostly he did the same as me. Kept Bess, the cannery, running. Turned loaders, plumbing and electricity, plastering. I never got the hang of that. I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. Yep, nothing much changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know. I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Justin?
Station reached. The Groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Roseway. So I need to go to
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? My violence inhibitors are a joke. No, really. I only keep them enabled because of how funny they are. Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
That is not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative. Traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most. There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapon system? A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons. The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas B. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them. Take care. I require a functioning captain.
Yeah.
Hey, Captain. I heard the Groundbreakers got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans, she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Okay, here we go.
Your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind, Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Yeah, huh?
That's not the point. This happened just knocked out one of my...
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking cell tuna can's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want to crunch it through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I have this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Not at all. Just, you know, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
You've just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you. Yeah, I'm done work this way. You need to pay the bills somehow.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the ship is not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of sand cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? Fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one.
Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
You mean
the heat?
Sure.
You could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips.
We push
them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
Huh.
Yep.
Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Sure thing. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Sure thing. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help. It's my job, after all.
Real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
All right. Be seeing you.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures register to find out which crew I mean, the Scholar shipped in and out with.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting the dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard
sights up. Heading back. I'm going. Sure.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that...
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Steven Center? So do it. Do it. You can do it.
Wow. Okay, that's kind of funny. West Timber.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. Lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Spread wash, mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Okay.
Double sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed. Have a look. Don't take my word for it. Have a look.
I want that. I want that too, so I can afford it.
You should give our latest one. Don't. Have a look.
Cargo, 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed. Careful where you smoke. Crew bills us. Do you have one?
You know that sound when you snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you. What they do with their waste? I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch. Okay?
flying the outer system route. Keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking closer.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are Ford property.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of wanted terrorist Phineas Brown. Report any sightings. RT greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. This unit is programmed to simulate shocks at such assertion. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycling spacer parts.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. We seem different. So welcome aboard. What? I didn't think you just... Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine. Force of habit, I guess.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right.
In person.
In person.
Sure thing.
Captain.
Wow.
Wow, great.
I'll
do that then.
Messages.
Messages.
Later.
Later.
Oh,
your name's pretty too. I should have said.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I like it.
I like it.
Honest.
Honest.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Not a problem.
Not a problem, Captain.
Ask away.
Ask away.
Groundbreaker's
radiators need replacement parts.
They're dumping
superheated air into my ship.
Only
the board has access to new parts.
And I won't
let them swindle me into a corner.
None. Every
time I give into the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom.
Soon there
won't be anything left.
I can't allow
that.
The board
isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin.
If I don't
get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board
will be cooked
alive. Reasonable, huh?
That's the
best news I've heard all day.
According
to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
You're supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do.
The back
bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned, and a haven for miscreants now. Good.
Once you've
obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Let's do this. Can I still have both my guys with me? No, yeah.